What's up, guys? So today I'm going to talk about why I'm voting for Trump and the one thing Joe Biden has going for him, but in my opinion is not enough for me to want to vote for him. And so I'm going to give my reasons as to why I'm voting for Trump, why I like him both ideologically and policy-wise. Okay? So first, I want to get to the one thing Joe Biden has going for him. So the one thing Joe Biden has going for him is a stance on climate change. Donald Trump has repealed a lot of tax cuts. He hasn't supported tax credits and incentives for people to go, say, solar or wind or buy electric cars. And I believe this is somewhat hurting the climate. Now, Joe Biden has proposed a $1.6 trillion plan. Supposedly that would, in 10 or 15 years, have us all relying on electricity, wind, and renewable energy. Now, I believe it's unfortunate that Donald Trump is doing this. Do I believe that the United States is going to figure it out down the road and eventually work towards renewable energy? I believe so, because the United States has overcome lots of adversity. Anytime a problem has arisen, we've tackled it. But going back to Joe Biden's $1.6 trillion climate change plan, I don't believe that's enough. I believe that's just some random number he made to try and make people happy and make people think that that's actually going to get us to 100% renewable energy, which is a flat out lie. It may help a little bit. It may help with companies that are trying to get out solar energy, renewable energy out there. But if everyone wants to be on electric cars, be powered by solar, wind, live on renewable energy, there's 200 million cars, over 200 million cars. The United States is going to need trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars, and much longer than 10 years, as well as significant economic impact when it comes to taking away those jobs for people that work in the industry. It's going to hurt the economy a ton. So it's going to take trillions of dollars for us to try and actually make that happen. And so why do I disagree with this? Well, first of all, Joe Biden said that he is not going to raise taxes, right? You guys heard he's not going to raise taxes. Yet who's going to pay for this multi-trillion dollar plan? He claims that raising the taxes towards the rich, it's up to 28%, even more. Lowering the deductions to 20% is going to help the economy like this. No, it's not. So statistically speaking, even if you tax the rich almost 70%, correct me if I'm wrong, but according to statistics, I forgot the source exactly, but over a 10-year period, they would bring about $780 billion. That's not even close to getting this quote-unquote Biden deal or Green New Deal, whatever he wants to call it. He calls it, on his website, he calls it the Green New Deal is a important framework to his plan. Yet when he speaks, he says, no, he doesn't want the Green New Deal, right? So this isn't even going to come anywhere close to accomplishing his plan. Not only that, but people like Bernie, AOC, people on the radical left and have socialist views when it comes to policy, who Biden supports pretty much. They all say they want free healthcare, free college. along with this climate change plan, who's going to pay for it all? The rich isn't going to pay for it all. They can't pay for it all. So what are you going to have to do? You're going to have to raise taxes. And according to a video I watched, I don't know if it's exactly true. In my opinion, it's probably going to have to raise the taxes even more on everyone. But there would have to be a significant tax increase on everyone, which would be supposedly about 9%, which I believe it would be a lot more. Now, when a poll asked people if they would be for this, 90% said no. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to add 10% to my taxes when I already pay, a significant amount, especially when I live in California, right? Car payment's expensive, phone payment, gas bill, rent, insurance, health insurance. Plus that, no thanks. So that's the only thing Joe Biden has going for him. But it's not even a solid plan. In my opinion, it's just some bogus plan and number he came up with. I don't think he even knows what he wants to do in that sector. And I don't think it's significant enough. When it comes to the rest of his ideological ways, his rest of his policies, he hasn't even given any policies really to make me vote for him. Okay? Now let's talk about what else I disagree with when it comes to Joe Biden's ideology. Well, one of them is in his recent town hall meeting, a woman said that her 8-year-old is a transgender, and that I guess people are bullying her or him. I don't know the right pronouns. I'm sorry. And Joe Biden said this: well, if your 8-year-old feels like he or she should be a boy or girl, then he should do that. It'll make his life, if he thinks it'll make his life better, he should do it. Why not? Okay? Now, I argue, if a 8-year-old kid, isn't old enough to drink, isn't old enough to even get a tattoo, why should he or she be allowed to go through this major hormonal change to her body that he or she may even regret down the line when he or she has matured as an adult? That is just wrong, in my opinion. Okay? Second of all, I don't believe in late-term abortion. Right now, I believe abortion is allowed up until 20 weeks. 20 weeks. That's crazy. That baby is already, so developed at 20 weeks. That's almost, that's like almost 5 or 6 months or something like that? Or maybe a little less. And Kamala Harris, Kamala Harris, that's what we should call her. Kamala Harris has supported and funded Planned Parenthood for this. And there's major scandal about Planned Parenthood, supposed allegations of using body parts to do other things and use them for whatever purposes. Just insane. Now, another thing I don't agree with is Kamala Harris. I believe she's a political prostitute. I don't believe she has any real strong stance on anything or real ideology. I believe she just goes with the tide. She does what people want, and she's always changing with the votes. And that's not what makes a country strong and stable. I believe in order for a country to be strong and stable, they need a strong and stable leader. And I don't believe either Joe Biden or Kamala Harris is that. Why I don't believe Joe Biden is that? Well, look at his speeches. He can't even do a 20-minute speech without a teleprompter. He can't even go an hour long of talking without being on Adderall, stumbling over his words, and not even be able to pronounce numbers. And not only that, but things he says, he constantly goes back and forth on his stances. Like his stance on fracking. Before he says he wants to ban fracking, now he doesn't. His stance on the Green New Deal, his site says it's a crucial framework, yet when asked, he says no, he doesn't want the Green New Deal. He wants the Biden plan. So, also his stance on taxes is just a flat out lie. In order for him to accomplish these things, he has to raise taxes. And I don't believe he has any sort of knowledge. And I believe that he has a really bad case of onset dementia. Okay, it's really obvious when he talks, he stumbles over his words. He literally doesn't know where he's at. Many times, it's proven. He was in Arizona, he said he was in Nevada. Some other place, I forget. He's done it many times. After he talks, he doesn't even know where to go. Now, let's look at Donald Trump, okay? Donald Trump does 2-hour-long speeches without using a teleprompter, without fumbling over his words. And they're both around the same age. He doesn't need a fucking teleprompter. He knows what he's talking about. He knows what his stances are. He knows what he wants to do. And when he says he's going to do something, he usually does it. In terms of immigration laws, in terms of bringing back jobs, he's put up the wall. He stopped people from coming in. He's, like I said, he's getting money to tons of people he's brought the economy back. Unemployment rate was as low as ever. So those are just a few things. When the economy was tanking, who's the one that sent out the stimulus packages? When Nancy Pelosi didn't want to do it because Donald Trump wasn't giving enough money and bailing out the Democratic states for being in such turmoil, for shutting down their states, even though scientists even said, look, you can still open, just be safe, just use social distancing, use masks. Yet they kept the cities closed while they allowed riots and violent protests to go on and destroy businesses and effectively cause them to go out of business. Nancy Pelosi was even allowed to get her hair done without a mask, and when she was found and caught on camera, she sued the person who caught her and put her out of business for good, and she was already going out of business. There's another one. Donald Trump has protected our country from foreign powers, from any sort of war. We've had the least amount of casualties and conflicts with other foreign countries, more than ever, because people know not to fuck with him. Unlike President Barack Obama or Joe Biden, they know they can fuck around with, and they're not going to do anything about it for a while. Donald Trump has held China accountable for taking advantage of cheap labor and basically slaves that they have, million slaves that China owns. And that's resulted in our economy losing jobs. He's been totally against that. He stopped that. And that's helped, it's helped the United States bring back jobs. So, that brings me to the point. Do you want someone that has a stance, where he stands, what his policies are, he's not going to change his mind, he's going to protect us from other countries, he's going to protect our troops, He's going to help us keep our jobs? Or do you want someone like Joe Biden, who goes back and forth on his word? He's not a stable person. He moves around like this with people. You can hear in his speech. You can see it because he doesn't know what to say to the American people. He has to read off a teleprompter. He's being used by the Democrats and the radical left. The people that control social media. The people that control almost the entire 90% of the media. They're evil. They flat out lie. They don't release the facts when a story is covered. They don't release the facts right away. Purely biased. They take things out of context. They do it all to control people so they could eventually do something like pack the Supreme Court and gain power through that. So there you go, guys. That's my opinion. Don't vote for Joe Biden. Now, I want to release some clips here. This is a clip of Joe Biden at a recent rally that he did. And here you can see him reading off a teleprompter. And you can hear Trump fans in the cars honking over his speech so that he can't even hear himself. Alright, this is ridiculous. This is pathetic. Here you go. You're welcome.
Back to the United States Senate and expanding our majority in the House of Representatives. That's why we need to send Gary back to Washington, D.C.
They're really showing themselves to do really well. Come on, man.
All right, there you go. Now let's compare that rally to Donald Trump's rally. This is something the media doesn't want to show you. They don't show you this. All of these people that are there supporting Trump, they don't show all the signs in the homes that are supporting Trump. 50 Trump signs to every one Biden sign. I've been reading the YouTube comments in every single state that are quote-unquote undecided. I think they've decided America. I think they decided CNN. I think they decided ABC, CNBC, Washington Post. So check this Trump rally out.
Look behind the fake news. Can you believe how many people are back there? I wish they'd turn their cameras. You want to turn the cameras around, show that is a lot of people here today. You know, they never report that. They won't report it. There are thousands of people behind these people. Why do you give them the good location for? Got to talk to our people about that. Why are we giving the media the good location? Anyway, thank you very much, and thank you to Florida. We love Florida. And it's great to be back in this magnificent state. You know, I live here too, you know that, right? With thousands of loyal, hardworking, great American patriots. So,
All right, there you go, guys. So what's your opinion? Do you think they've made their vote? Do you think they've made their decision? Do you think these patriots know who they stand with and who's going to protect them and support them? So there you go, guys. There's my reason why I'm voting for Trump come election day. If you guys agree with me, if you guys don't want this scam artist, this pedophilic, socialist, liar, and political prostitute to be in office, then cast your vote for Trump. Every vote matters. And if you guys like this video, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe button, and hit that notification bell, and you'll be getting more videos from me in a very short time. All right? Thanks, guys, and have a good one.